Hi, JJ. How are you?
What's up?
Where did you see growth in your game this year?
Um, I think in all aspects, just gaining more experience over the whole season. Um, yeah, just like I feel like trusting my game more and more was the main part. So I think just every aspect, I just was growing as a player.
JJ, what was it like playing for Lindy Ruff? As tough as it may have been at the start of the year, figuring out what he wanted in both sides of the puck, and a lot of you guys seem to really improve your game in those last 20. What was the transition like to a coach who's been around as long as he's been?
First of all, it was exciting. Obviously, when you look at his history, what he's done in that league. Yeah, I think just the way he wanted us to play is just compete, and I think that's a thing we learned pretty late in the season when we actually started playing really good hockey. That when everybody is buying in on the compete part, we can be a much better hockey team.
JJ, around the trade deadline, Kevin told reporters that he planned to lay out to you his vision on how the Sabres can win with you as a big part of the future. Would you be able to walk us through maybe some of what he communicated to you as far as what the plan is to make sure you guys don't have another season like this one?
Well, I think just like I said, like buying in on a plan, like all together. I think that's gotta be the main reason. I think when you look like on the on ice play, I think we're so disconnected at the start compared to the end. Yeah, just like playing like more as a group, like playing more together, like playing for each other, basically.
JJ, you're restricted free agent this summer. Are you a hands-off guy with that, or do you have Alan just take care of everything?
I have my agent taking care of that. I worry about having a good off season. Excited to be in Munich this summer again. Gotta work hard, and I fully trust him to handle all that stuff. I stay away from that.
Are you looking for long-term or are
Same thing. I'm like, I'll have a good conversation with him about all that stuff. We haven't had that yet, and then we just see from there. But like I said, I rather leave him with that stuff, and I focus on playing hockey.
Since you don't have a contract, you wouldn't play in the World Championship, would you?
It's a tough situation. So I don't think I will go just because of that. Yeah.
What did Lindy and Kevin talk to you about? Where do they want to see improvements from you in the off season? How do they want you to train, and what do they want you to work on before you come back?
No, I think just being like a more like impactful player. I mean, for me, the same thing. Like, I hold myself like really accountable, and I want to make a difference out there. And I think that's gonna be like a main focus this offseason, just to improve my overall game that much that I can be at daily basis.
When you think of training this season, you know the schedule next year is going to be goofy. There's going to be 4 and 6, a lot of back-to-backs because of the Olympics. How does that impact guys' training? And just secondly, what are your thoughts on, you're 10 months away from probably playing in the Olympics?
Yeah, training wise, I don't know how much we're gonna actually like practice and in those times. But I think we handled it pretty well this year. I think like our schedule wasn't easy. Even though you compare it to the league, like I think we had like one of the hardest schedules when it comes down to that with back-to-backs and all that stuff. And I think overall that we handled that pretty well. Just in fact of recovery and stuff like that. Yeah, Olympics really exciting. Really pumped to play there. It's gotta be the first time that Germany like ever like has like all the guys who play overseas playing together. So yeah, I'm really looking forward for that. That's for sure.
What did you see from Yuri Kuik this year in his first full season?
just like how he like grew as a player was insane to me. From like first to last game, how good he handled like situation being the first center in the NHL was crazy, and I just think like he can get so much better still. But I think like he was making an impact out there, that's for sure. Like, and it was like more and more as the season went on. So I think yeah, really exciting future there, that's for sure.
JJ, with the way the season went, especially early on where it just was not going well and you guys wound up in that winless streak, frustration's really built up for a lot of guys. And you're a young guy. I mean, this is the first time you're going through a lot of this stuff in the National Hockey League. Did you sometimes let frustrations get the better of you? Did it sometimes kind of creep into your play?
I mean, yeah, I get frustrated. I totally agree on that. Just trying to have my body language be better, be more positive. I wouldn't say it creeps in my game, but I think it's yeah, it's just not a good look to be frustrated. So I think just yeah, trying to be more positive after shifts.